Mirotic with it. Now the starting group for the visitors. Outside, James. Back to Mirotic. Over Gomez. And Nedovic kicks to James. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Right wing. Here's Diallo. Off target from three-point range. Pass to Nunn. Three-pointer. Can't hit that one. James against Nunn. James with the bucket.
An efficient start here offensively, working it inside for the easy two.
Now Gomez. Back to Nunn. Here's the three. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys build contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now, here's Grant trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Mirotic passes to James, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. First trip to the line for him here.
At the line for two, James.
Shooting two.
Free throw good, James. And James drills them both. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Back to Nunn. Out to the wing. Lock at 6. Launches a three. Mirotic grabs the miss.
Okay, it's taking them a moment to find their rhythm, opening the game with some uneven 1-for-4 shooting.
James kicks to Diallo. Pass to Nedovic. Back to Diallo. Here's Nedovic. He's covered by Grant. Nedovic misses.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Grant for three. It's rebounded by Tice.
Just haven't found their offensive footing yet, only managing to sink one of their first 5 shots.
Now here's Diallo. There's the drive. Tice, no good.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Shots good by Gomez. And so here's the home team. Here's James. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Nothing in the game's quite as smooth as a finger roll. Great finish right there.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Six on the shot clock. Sinks the three-pointer.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's James. He has 6. Diallo the pass to Nedovic. Here's James. Back to Mirotic. Gomez grabs the miss. They've been trailing for a few minutes here.
But that could change right here.
Here's Nunn. Pass to Gomez. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And here is James. Over to the left wing. Mirotic sets the screen for James. Here's Nedovic. He's covered by Grant. And Tice gets it to go.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Nunn kicks to Hernan Gomez. Grant on the wing. No scoring in this one. Yes, that goes in.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Pass to Nedovic. Here's Diallo. Buries it from three-point range.
If you're not right up there on him, oh, he's going to make you pay.
Out to the right wing. Hernan Gomez kicks to Nunn. Here's the screen from deep three-point land. Kept alive. And here is James. 6 points for him. Pass to Diallo. Fires from deep. Nunn grabs the board. Diallo's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Shoots. Mirotic grabs the miss. Outside, James. Traps in the tray. James has got 9 points.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
James has gone a perfect 3 for 3 so far. Pass to Nunn. Now, here is Hernan Gomez. No good on the 3. James looking it over. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Nunn with it. He's picked up by James. And the first shot of the night for him, missing. Pass to Nedovic. Here's Diallo. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Diallo's got his second bucket of the night.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Here's Osman. He's guarded by Diallo. Nunn can't get it to fall.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Mirotic gets the bucket.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Timeout. Start it.
Substitution for your home team. Blessing game. Number 32.
Pass to Osman. And they get it. Washington pulls it in.
Just an ugly show for him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Over to the wing. Six to shoot. On the wing, James. Over Nunn. Nunn grabs the board. Nunn's got his 4th rebound in this one. Inside, and Mirotic sends it back. James outside. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. James has got 11 points.
What's not to like? He's been really good so far. Good start.
Pass to Osman. 1:35 left in the first. Here's Hernan Gomez. It's rebounded by Tice. Tice has got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
From deep, James sinks the triple. 14 points for him.
Well, they're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
51 seconds left to play here in the first. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Pass to Blasingame. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Here's James. The layup off target. Pass to Osman. To the middle. Here's Hernan Gomez. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Hernan Gomez has got his 2nd bucket tonight.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Leading by 14. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
So with James on the bench, listen to the group Don Nelson has on the floor right now. Osman, and he comes off the screen and slams it through.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Oh, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
On the free throw, no good. Tries a 3. Doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. From downtown, second chance shot, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Blasingame.
Awaiting ball. Number 6, David.
And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Here's Lucas. The three-pointer, no good. Out left to the wing. There's Blasingame, and looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And they're losing their concentration here, guys. Just sloppy with the ball.
Here's Lucas, and it's Grant in the corner. Here's Osman. The three-pointer off the mark. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Takes a three. Good on the three-point shot.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Lucas passes to Osman. Grant up top. Beyond the arc. And it's Osman missing.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Here's Game. A three-pointer is right on target. Game's got 5.
Well, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Grant on the wing. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Grant's gone 1 of 4 from the field. To the wing right side. Into the lane. That's the Game. 5 on the clock. Really left alone that team.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Here's Osman. He has 6. Out to the right wing. They need this. He can't get that one.
You love to see the competitive fire, but he couldn't sink that revenge triple.
Pass to Lundy. The tray. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. To the wing on the left. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
And so Don Nelson calls a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. James outside. Down low. Here's Tice. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got his 3rd assist on the night.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Driving inside. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3. Now here's Diallo. He's covered closely. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Checking in for the away team, number 25.
They have a very long way to go to get within sight of the lead.
And from what we've seen so far, guys, don't hold your breath.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thank you, Kevin. Basketball is a beautiful game, but Commissioner Adam Silver said the most important part from our standpoint is ensuring that there's always competitive tension on the floor. Fans like the physical aspect that comes with this game. We don't want that to be lost. Kevin, back to you.
Keeping that edge. Thanks so much for the report, Allie. James in the post. He's covered by Grant. James, good.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Pass to Grant. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Tice. Tice has got 8 rebounds in this game.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now, here's Grant. Lets it go from the wing. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
Usually he's a master in the midi, but not that time.
James right side. Oh, good on the triple. And it's Grant in the corner. And a miss there on the triple. Grant's gone only 1 of 5 shooting from the floor. Here's Game. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got 5 assists in the game.
Not not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
You look at James, what a contribution.
Absolutely on fire. They need to regroup and figure out a way to slow his roll.
Mirotic is checked in for Boston game. Here's Nunn. Plays it up and in on the nice reverse. Nunn's got 5 points now this quarter.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now here is Mirotic. James outside. This one for three. Mirotic. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
It will be a rejump.
Tice kicks to Diallo. Just 5 on the clock. From deep, James. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Pass to Nunn. Now Grant jacks up a three. Mirotic grabs the miss.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Now Grant. Pass to Nunn. They set the screen. Back to Grant from the arc. Mirotic grabs the miss. Mirotic just got his 7th rebound here tonight.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
The defense a step slow. You can see the results.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Grant, that's good.
Drew the defense and made the proper read, hitting his teammates on the perimeter.
Now here's James. He's got 25 from outside the arc. Knocks down the 3 ball. Diallo's got 6 in the quarter.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Grant kicks to Nunn. Pass to Osman. The 3 ball. Mirotic grabs the miss. Mirotic just got 8 rebounds in this game.
More than a few bad breaks for him this quarter. He's struggling, and the team is following suit on the scoreboard.
James has a 2-pointer. Nice follow through on the fadeaway. James has got 27.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
Pass to Osman. Releases. And Nedovic pulls it down.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Stolen by Grant. Here's Osman. Grant with the ball. 5 points in the game. Pass to Osman. Back to Grant. Lets it go with a 3. Nailed from 3-point land. Grant's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. And through 1 half, it hasn't even been close. Delivering the blowout. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Hey folks, thanks for joining us. It would be an understatement to say it's been a great half.
When a team is moving the ball like this, Shaq, they're tough to defend. Yeah, their mentality is, I've got a good shot, but you've got a better one. It's a coach's dream.
And time now to swing it around as we take a look at the upcoming schedule.
You take a look at the home team, you expect this game to go down to the wire, and if it does, it'll be good for the coaches to see who performs well late in a tight game.
Invaluable information, no doubt. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been a clinic out there by James.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Grant outside. Pass to Hernan Gomez. And here is Grant. Now, here's Nunn. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now, he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
Now, here's James. Tice kicks to Nedovic. Outside Mirotic. James left side. Over Nunn. Kicks it out to James. Over Nunn. And James gets it to go on the assist from Mirotic. James has got 29 in the game. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Back to Nunn. Lets it go from deep. The offensive rebound. Fires the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Nunn's got 11 points.
No one there to contest, so he just drops it in like he's at the rec league.
And so Don Nelson calls a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. And they've had a tough time scoring in the half court.
Credit the defense for making it hard on them. They've done a great job of disrupting the timing and spacing of their offense. He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Now, here is Hernan Gomez. And here's Diallo. Pass to Tice. And Mirotic kicks to James. Back to Mirotic. Now, here's Tice. Diallo finds Tice. Shot clock at 6. The shot's good from Nedovic.
A nice start to the second half. They've made 3 out of their first 4 shots coming out of the break.
To the left wing. Back to Nunn. Over James. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. 13 points in the game.
And you can expect him to make it when the D is trash like that.
Outside Mirotic. The 3. James misses. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Tice against Hernan Gomez. From 17 feet out, it's rebounded by Tice. Tice has got 11 rebounds in the game. James, the pass to Nedovic. James dishes to Nedovic. Back to James. Lets the 3 fly. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss.
The way he started this game, you wondered if he'd ever cool down, and the answer is yes.
And James picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And you hear about the second apron, bringing both financial and basketball-related penalties. Richard, you think that shrinks the window for contending teams?
It's going to force some very, very tough decisions. We've already seen teams making adjustments to put themselves in a better financial position. Those penalties, they're aggressive.
From deep, up again, pass to Nedovic. Here's James. Trains the three-pointer. James has got 32 points.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
And you know it takes skill for you to get your shot up over a bigger guy. Little giant killer. That's impressive stuff.
Grant kicks to Hernan Gomez. Shoots the three. None can't get it to fall.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Mirotic, the pass to Tice. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Tice has got 7 points.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Now, here's Nunn. 13 points in the game. He gets it in there. Nunn's got 7 points for the quarter. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become. And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal. Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Outside Mirotic. Tice sets a screen for Diallo. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
At the line for 2, Daniel Tice.
That's good from Tice. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Both free throws good from Tice. Driving the lane. That one goes in.
And he has to build on this because we can see where him being a ghost out there has gotten him so far.
That's the Blossom game. To the right side. Shoots a three. The shot, no good.
Home team foul. Number 32.
Hayes is checked in for Daniel Tice.
Second team foul. Coming onto the floor for your home team. Number 13. Hayes.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. Here's Nunn. And it's off from three-point range. Out to the right wing. Tries it from 19. And the shot is good. He's got 5.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
There's Lucas. Offensive rebound. And he comes up with the deuce.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
Driving in. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Pass to Nunn. Now, here is Hernan Gomez. Here's Lucas. Klein with his three. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Here's Game. He's got 8. Good on the shot.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Pass to Gomez. Here's Nunn. Back to Gomez. Launches it. Got a piece of it. And he gets it back. Just 5 to shoot. There's Lucas. With the clock winding down. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
To the inside. Back to Hayes. To the left side wing. Out to the right wing. Here's Game from outside off the mark. Here's Lucas. Pass to Nunn. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Second personal foul.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And that free throw good from Nunn. Both teams will make substitutions. And so Nunn nails both of them. They are enjoying a commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch. Yeah, good-looking bounce pass to set up that one.
Elbow shot is on the way. The shot misses.
Nothing just seems to be bouncing his way today. Mama said there'd be days like this. They have missed his production.
And the basket by Game. Game's got 13.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Now here's Hayes. Still without a basket. He's off on that one. Lucas covered by Hayes. We've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter. Shoots, hits the jump hook.
Oh, I love that possession for them, ending with an assisted bucket.
Over to the wing. Here's Mishinu. And the three off target. He takes it in. Nunn, that's good. Nunn's got 21.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Buries the long-range jumper. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Delivering the blowout. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So with James on the bench, this is the group Don Nelson has on the floor right now. Here's Grant. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. RJ, the NBA this season hosting some regular season games in Berlin and in London. Possible basketball markets moving forward.
Yeah, with the NBA looking at a new league in Europe, bringing the NBA games to these cities will help drive the interest.
And he makes both free throws. In the corner, it's James. For three, hands it from downtown. James has got 37.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
Lucas, James defending. The three. Cranes it from beyond the arc.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Hasta game. Outside, James. There's a screen. Off target at the rim. Here's Osman. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Personal foul, second.
And it seems, Richard, sometimes the best player on a team isn't necessarily their leader. You've been on a lot of teams. A lot of great players. Do you agree?
Well, at the very least, you need your best player to be the tone setter. They don't have to be very vocal, but their work ethic and their accountability has to be the highest.
And so he makes both from the line.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Right wing. Hasta game. They set the pick. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Now here's James. There's the 3. He can't hit that time. Grant gets a wide open look. No good with the triple. Grant's gone 3 of 10 shooting so far, only 30%. There's the killer two-handed slam.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. There's the triple. And no good that time. Outside, James. Off target with his 3. Lucas, James covering. Grant on the wing. GA, just when you think you've seen it all. Past season, a father and son playing as teammates. NBA history continues to be made with the Jameses.
Yeah, LeBron and Bronny James taking the court together. And if other players can emulate the longevity of LeBron, perhaps it won't be the last time we see it happen.
Here's Michinu. In the corner, it's James to the wing right side. Game. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Game's got 10 points here in the second half. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
It's up a 3. That shot off.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Now, here's Grant. Right wing. Fires the 3. Drills it from outside.
No one there to contest, so he just drops it in like he's at the rec league.
The drive by James. Lays it up and banks it in. James has got 39.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
Drives to the hoop. And that one's good. Osman.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Here's Michinu. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Mishanu's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Pass to Osman. Grant outside. Back to Osman. From past the arc, and he's good on the 3 ball.
Number
The
44.
real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Boston game. James outside. And the 3 ball is good. James has got 42 in the game.
Goodness, this man is ripping 3 after 3. An incredible display of shooting.
Grant outside. Pass to Osman. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Hayes. Hayes has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Grant surveying the D. Picked him clean. Game, the pass to Hayes. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Lucas. James defending. Grant on the wing. No good from outside.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
And just the way pilots use VR to train, now NBA officials can do the same.
Yeah, it's all about reps, right? Getting them with a headset in a lower stress setting helps prepare them to make the right call when the lights are brightest.
Here he goes. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Here's Lucas. That 3 off the mark. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
There's a good screen, and it's Hayes in the corner. Pass to Lundy. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
Ball goes to the away team. Checking in for the away team, Nigel Hayes. Grant.
The visitors with the ball. Nunn looking around. Grant outside. To end the cold streak. Game pulls it in.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
And you couldn't get a better shot off? Like, come on, you got to make the extra pass. Like, being a teammate will go so far in this league.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
Let's see the connected cam angle on that stunning play, brought to you by AT&T. 1:56 left in the 4th. To the paint, over to the left wing. Lundy, it's good from long range. Lundy's got his first 3 points of the game.
Smart decision to kick it out to another guy once the defense is fixated on him in the paint.
Grant outside. Now, here's Nunn. Defense is right there. They set the pick. 6 on the shot clock. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Out to the right wing. Here's Game. Misses the 3. To the wing on the left. 9 feet out. No good. 1:04 left to play in the final quarter. Pass to Lundy. Fires for 3. No good from Game. Down low. Here's Hernan Gomez. And finished off by Hernan Gomez.
While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
And here's Hayes. No good with the layup. None wide open. Off target from outside.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
Here's Wasengame. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And it's good for 2.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Here's Nunn. Pass to Gomez. Back to Nunn. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd